Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of the Supla. I am Andy Kwan, and with me, as always, is the man they call Sam Brooks.
I'm stuck on a plane. I don't know how long I'm gonna be, but I might miss the show. Just thought I'd let you know.
I thought you were going to sing a song for 2 seconds. But
Just please make it back with both hands intact.
I don't know, I might trip over them, they might fall off and be put into suitcases.
Wow! Oh
And
my god!
Macho Man Bonesaw McGraw is not responsible.
No, I ain't going nowhere. The Saudi Kingdom has got me for 3 minutes of playtime.
Bonesaw is ready!
Wow, you had to make a fucking Bonesaw joke when we're doing Saudi Arabia talk. Wow, sensitive, really well timed.
I didn't even realise that till now, so...
Look, we're raising awareness through comedy.
Exactly, we're making people aware. The point is that essentially, if you have been living under a rock...
I mean, who else is with us, Andy?
Oh,
You forgot to introduce him.
Shit, yes. So the other person that's with us is Keelan Balderson, who runs WrestlePundit.com and other websites such as Wide Shut and other things.
Also, hey, just an aside, did you actually hit the button? Because I can't seem to find anything.
I've sent you a link in our Skype chat.
That's a link to the old video.
No. This is the right one.
Are you sure?
I am 100% sure. Click that link and we'll be all gravy.
After 15 years, how many years
Click
have you been doing this?
Click it!
Too many, I think.
We're live! This is a thing! Someone put hello, folks. I think.
Or who is someone? Can you not read their name?
Jason, aka Woofy, in the chat says, hello, folks.
Hello, mate.
Hello. How you doing?
I like
doing
pain.
All right?
My name is that guy from AEW, and I like pain.
What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck was that?
That's a Jimmy Havoc promo.
Hello,
that was Jimmy Havoc.
Hello, I'm Jimmy.
I like pain, I do, governor.
I eat people. I'm Jimmy Havoc. I have Crohn's disease.
I haven't ever been in a gym in my life.
Oh, fuck off. He doesn't
But I do eat thumbtacks for breakfast.
They're quite nice with milk, I think you'll find, you fucking cunt.
You know what? We mock him. I actually like him.
I don't.
No, this is a positive speech.
Oh, mine wasn't, but whatever.
You don't like fun, that's fine.
I do like fun. Fun is good.
Have some fun, damn it.
Have a pun, damn it. So,
what is going on? What are we talking about?
Well,
so many things.
Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if you've been living under a rock, there's been a show in Saudi Arabia called Crown Jewel, which is ironic
Didn't
because...
that happen last year?
Maybe. The point is that...
that.
No.
Which one is this?
No, the one that... Have there been
It's the greatest one of all time.
Yeah, the first show they ever did. No, do not fucking install the Windows update, you pile of crap. The first original show was the greatest Royal Rumble.
Was that really the first one?
I think that was the first one in Saudi Arabia, yes. And then they did Crown Jewel, and then they did another Crown Jewel. I think that's the timeline of events.
Oh wait, I got the event chronology here. Yeah, the first one was the greatest Royal Rumble, which happened 2 years ago, almost, in 2018. Then you had Crown Jewel in November of that year. Then you had Super Showdown, because for whatever reason they didn't call it Crown Jewel that time. And then now we have another Crown Jewel. So there have been 4 events, including
basically
this most
those
recent one.
Saudi royals own a lot of crown jewels.
I thought there was only one king.
Have we tweeted this out to the world?
Yes, we have. Don't worry.
Good. Okay, good. So yeah, essentially, this is the 3rd show that they've done in Saudi Arabia, and if you recall, these shows are kind of mirrored with controversy of sorts. I mean, the previous one.
Why, Andrew?
Because Saudi Arabia has a terrible track record of doing pretty horrible things. So, like their human rights. What human rights? There is no human rights. Stuff like that. Essentially.
Is this actually the first time, like, on air that we're talking about a Saudi Arabia show? Because for those watching, you can see the lovely image that Andy has decided to display is actually a meme that we made of us ignoring Crown Jewel whenever it happens.
Well, to be fair, like, most of these shows have not been canon, so, like...
Or it's not that they've not been canon. Barely anything has happened on them. Like, am I imagining this, or did we get Goldberg versus The Undertaker, like, in the middle of this year?
Yes,
there's super shows for morons that don't get what's happening.
With no fucking, like, worldly sense of other countries and why they're bad.
They wanted to book Yokozuna thinking the guy was still alive, so...
Oh, yeah. They just got a random fat Japanese guy that was in there for literally, like, 20 seconds.
Technically, Yokozuna was Samoan, but whatever.
No, he was Japanese, damn it. He was a sumo wrestler.
Yokozuna wasn't...
Big Show wasn't Japanese either, but he's Samoa Japanese-y fought. Sumo-y. There you go, that's words.
Well, I mean, Jason in the chat says that...
What the fuck was that?
Big Show had a sumo fight, that's what I was trying to get to.
Yes, he had a fight with Akibono.
Akibono, yes. Akibono, not Akubono.
Whatever, the big fucking...
Akibono.
Akubono.
Oh, the big fat lad, for fuck's sake. He had a...
Yes.
There you go, he had a thing. Jesus. The point is that, that's the thing that happened. But Jason in the chat actually says that this event is probably going to be forced to be canon because of the end of it. And, okay, let's just discuss this briefly then.
Can I read out the title of the match, including the stipulation?
Yes, you can.
So it was Seth Rollins, the Universal Champion, versus The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, in a Falls Count Anywhere match that could not be stopped for any reason for the WWE Universal Championship. It was a match that could not be stopped for any reason. Do we want to, like, properly look at that phrasing for a second, or do we just want to sweep it under the rug? Because, holy fuck, that's hilarious. It cannot be stopped for any reason. If there's
it's still going on now.
It's still going. If there's a submission, it's still going. If
the 24/7 match.
Still going. Nothing will stop it for any reason at all.
Any reason at all. This is just never going to end. They're still there.
They're still getting on the plane. The arena's still up. They're still there.
Well, okay.
Bear in mind, reason why it has the literal wording of it could not be stopped for any reason is because they've booked so many fuck finishes in their previous matches that they finally decided to put the nail in the coffin, and on Halloween of all days, they decided to give the belt to the scary new masked man. Oh.
Don't Muslims hate Halloween? I thought that would have been a bigger issue because it's like Satanism.
Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know what their relationship with the holiday is, but it's just funny to me that we got that terrible ending at Hell in a Cell for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, Jason in the chat says it's almost as if it shouldn't have happened.
It's almost as if it shouldn't have happened, like, now. It should have happened when it was supposed to, in their first match. If you wanted to have The Fiend win the title, go ahead. Just, why now? Why in Saudi fucking Arabia, of all places?
I literally think it was just because it was Halloween. I think that's literally...
That is literally the only explanation that I can think of. I don't know about you guys.
But the issue I have with it is that... Why didn't they just do this last month? Like, I mean, people in the chat such as Jason are just like, no, it was too early to put the belt on him. I say, no, just do it now. Like,
he's really popular now.
Yeah, like this is the problem.
You have
WWE...
the whole 2K20 DLC bump in the night thing out, like, now.
Like, this is the thing that WWE have always had a problem with. They've never struck while the iron is actually hot. They've always done it, like, 6 months down the line and nobody cares.
Apart from those 1 or 2 times where Steve Austin happened, but let's not forget. Let's just brush that under the carpet.
Or we can just forget about Kofi Kingston, because the entire company seems to have forgotten it by now. Why shouldn't we?
I mean, yeah, but, you know...
I would like to admit that they're getting a little bit better recently, but the fact that they're still doing fucking Saudi Arabia shows just goes to show, maybe not.
Oh, yeah, like, the issue that I have with these Saudi shows is just the fact that they're doing this in a country that, like, clearly doesn't have great human rights. And I know what Keelan's about to say. He'll be like, no, but the people there deserve to watch wrestling. Fair enough. I'm not gonna question that. Wow. I'm not gonna question that. Weird voice that just came from a phone somewhere.
Who is that?
No, I'm not like brushing aside all the problems that go with Saudi Arabia, but yes, also at the same time, the average person there who has a shitty life unless they're like a millionaire prince. Yeah, they deserve entertainment too. Maybe not in this fashion. Maybe not in this fashion where Vince McMahon is lining his pockets and pretending that his company's like wealthier than it's ever been, which is kind of a lie. But
I mean, you go on.
I was gonna say, like, they had their first ever women's match, didn't they? I can't remember who it was because, let's face it doesn't matter who it was.
It was Lacey Evans and Natalya.
Oh, brilliant! That was a barn burner, I'm sure. Basically, the point is that they
were in their PE kits from school because they're not allowed to actually dress in any particular way.
I didn't actually see what they wore. Like, what kind of outfits did they have?
So they just basically wore like skin tie. They wore like skin tie.
Full body suits with like t-shirts over them, kind of thing.
Oh, like there was that one match, but I think it was Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks. They had like their own like full body like gear things. I think that was like one of the Saudi things. It was like that.
Yeah,
they're a bit like those. Have you ever seen the full body Muslim like swimming costumes they have sometimes in like over here where they go to the beach and everyone's like, "What the hell are you wearing?"
Can't say I have.
Well, it's kind of like that.
It's basically just like really skin tight.
So basically, they weren't showing skin.
And they're in like t-shirts as well for some reason on top of that, just to be.
Oh, you can't just wear a skin tight suit, otherwise it would just look ridiculous.
And then on SmackDown, Stephanie came out for a whole segment promoting how amazing this is for women all over the world, and they had a teary video package zooming in on various female Saudi fans about how amazing this was. But in reality, no one really gave a crap about it at the time.
I mean, the fact that they're performing in the country in the first place is a bad move anyway, but...
They threw a bottle at Natalya.
What?
A fan threw a water bottle at Natalya.
Did she look thirsty?
What?
Did she look thirsty? It might have been doing her a favor.
The point is,
you get really dehydrated when you wrestle. You know, you gotta refill those fucking. What? Why did he throw a bottle?
I don't know. And the other thing,
because fuck women. That's why.
Oh yeah, they're not.
She's lucky it wasn't a shoe.
Because the issue as well was, I remember there's a clip that went on Twitter and it went slightly viral of these two fans who were like, these two guys, and they were trying they're about to hug each other, and then they realised, oh crap, we're in Saudi Arabia, we probably shouldn't do that. And literally immediately realised, oh no, we can't do that, and literally just broke the hug instantly. I was like,
I think
leave room for Jesus.
I think friends are allowed in Saudi Arabia.
Well, the way that these two decided to do that, they were just like, no, can't do that, can't possibly hug. Like, what the hell?
This is why I want to see someone like Joey Ryan go and perform at Saudi Arabia.
Oh my lord.
It would go down so well.
Oh, that will never go down well.
It'd be his retirement match because he would immediately die.
But they all butt fuck each other anyway. They have
it's fine.
They have Man Love Thursday where little. I'm gonna go there. But
I go for 2 seconds, and what are you talking about?
I don't even know, and I was here the whole time.
Homosexuality is huge in the Middle East. It's just a weird underbelly of it all.
You know, when I joined the Supla, I never thought I'd end up here.
I go for 2 seconds. I literally go to close my door and this happens. What?
So, do we have any, like, thoughts and feelings about the aftermath of the Saudi shit?
Oh dear God. So basically,
What, you mean the plane thing?
Yeah, the plane that never took off, apparently.
Oh boy, right. So this is an ongoing thing because as we were
Are they
setting
home
up-
yet? That's
Yes,
the question.
this is the first thing. So WWE in the past hour have actually confirmed that they are back at home.
Okay.
But they're not saying anything.
Yeah, they're not saying anything else.
They're back home, whether alive or dead, that's another matter entirely. Point is,
They're
the bodies are
replaced-
back.
They're replaced by Saudi doubles, and now they're all spies for the kingdom.
Welcome to the Mansoor show, starring Mansoor.
None of those things are true. So basically,
Or are they?
Okay, what basically happened was there were 2 planes. So the first plane had like Vince, allegedly, some of the top stars. I think Brock had his own plane.
No, yeah, I think.
I think what I heard was that fucking Hogan, Brock, and Vince had their own individual planes where they each flied out on.
And Ric Flair attempted to, but he was probably too drunk, so he didn't quite get out. But he tried.
So that happens. So they're gone. And then
Yeah, isn't it weird that the boss is like one of the first to go and just leaves the rest of them there?
That's the first kind of major thing is, as the second chartered flight, or at least the flight with the majority of the people is set to take off, it's like grounded. And WWE said, well, this is because of mechanical issues or a
mechanical issues. The wing fell off.
There were no phalanges on this particular plane.
Oh my god, you can't fly without those.
And then like the airline actually put a tweet out, which the airline is called Atlas Air. So I'm going to read this because I found this in my research.
Sony Atlas Air. Sorry.
So basically, they said, and I quote, "A chartered WWE passenger flight operated by Atlas Air is currently delayed in Saudi Arabia due to a mechanical issue. The flight was scheduled to depart at 0300, which is 3 a.m. local time on November 1st. Our top priority is always to ensure that our passengers arrive safely and on time at their destination. The aircraft is being repaired and will be inspected and certified before returning to service to transport our passengers to their final destination. We regret that operational disruptions delayed the flight, and we apologise to our passengers who were inconvenienced."
Blah, blah, PR, blah, blah. What actually happened, though?
Now, people are saying that that is a crock of poop. So
Because
people like Brian Alvarez were like, okay, so let's say that the plane is broken. Okay, fine. He has been on flights where, and he said this on his show, where a flight has had a problem, like the plane is broken or something, I don't know. Whatever the case may well be, they just put you on another flight and they let you go, right? So they didn't do that. Or it takes a couple of hours tops, not 12 to 14 hours. So what? So
well, they left the country like, what was it, 24 hours after they were initially supposed to, and that's why they missed SmackDown.
Well, yeah, like a lot of the wrestlers have actually tweeted saying stuff like Rusev put, "At this point, all we need, we need all the prayers, brother." No Way Jose was like, "Vegas got odds on us getting home yet?"
Notice how it's all the lower card people that have like nothing to lose. There's no one like big higher up on the card because they're like, "Oh, we might die."
Because even Buddy Murphy was like, "Never again."
But you gotta think, like, some of this just has to be, like, taking digs at people that are, like, reading into the situation. Because there are fans that just care about like more about the business side and like the backstage stuff. So you gotta think they're all just like, oh my god, have you heard the news about the plane that ain't going? So they're probably just like, oh yeah, we're having a terrible time here, aren't we, guys? Ha ha ha, fucking marks.
Well, here's the thing. So, a rumor was going around, kind of in part from a tweet by a guy by the name of Brad Shepard.
Oh, don't listen to that guy.
No, he's full of shit.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. I just thought he might know something, guys.
No, he pretends to know shit. He's
There
like
are
a
other,
notorious
there are
like,
other
fake rumor
people
guy.
that have got juicy info other than him, though.
All right.
But-
Well, can I at least read what he said or not?
What's
Just
the point? It probably
just,
isn't
yeah,
true.
Okay,
to
so the too long didn't read version is that he was told I'm just reading this, making sure I don't waffle on. So he was told that Saudi Arabia owes WWE money for previous events. I don't know how much that they owe. Everyone is mad about this. I was told people were skeptical of the trip to begin with, due to SmackDown on Fox being on the next day. Okay, fine. And then Sean Ross Sapp, and I don't know who this gentleman is, but he's
pretty credible, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he breaks a lot of like other stuff as well that's been proven to be true. So
Okay, so he basically says that there were rumors among talent that Vince got in some sort of disagreement in Saudi Arabia. He hadn't heard anything at this point in time to confirm that, and that also he hadn't heard of anything of it being politically motivated. And that aspect was a rumor. Then Brad Shepard, our favourite person,
Brad Shepard.
whatever, he basically said the situation with Saudi Arabia was over money for the show due to the women wrestling, and the source that person claims said that the ordeal seemed like a coordinated effort almost.
Can I add some context to this that might make this all more legit?
Please.
Yes.
So the financials recently came out. You know, you get the quarter financial results
Oh
that
god.
list all the operating profits and what came in and out and so forth.
Yep.
The money that was originally earmarked for the previous Saudi shows were not in those reports, as in the money can't be accounted for, or they never actually got it. So logic, you could stretch that to Vince McMahon being, what the fuck? Why are you not paying us? Maybe kicking up a bit of a fuss. And then you can go with these theories of, oh, they grounded the plane just to piss off Vince.
Why can I imagine when you say Vince kicked up a fuss? Why can I imagine him just like gorilla walking like into the fucking palace where the king is and just being like, "Where's my money? Damn it!"
wait. Okay, how screwed are they? Like, according to PW Insider, they're saying that a lot of people within WWE are upset about the situation going as far up the ladder as you can imagine. So how buggered are they if they don't get their money?
Hang on. So are we actually like to believe that the place that has all of the oil and as such all of the money is they have tight purse strings? Why would they not pay?
Well, because, I don't know, maybe they're just giant bell ends that cut people's hands off. I don't know.
They're just fucking dickheads.
Oh my god.
That's why.
I mean,
They're just not very nice people. That's a pretty direct answer,
I mean,
not gonna lie.
I mean,
and I would believe it too.
it's the most logical thing. I mean,
But
it's not
the
difficult,
company
right?
legit are like, I read it, it might be wrong, but they are like 80% down in all of their margins, which is like making the investors freak the fuck out.
Wait, is this
I would
because of this?
too.
Because partly because the Saudi money wasn't allocated in this year's quarter.
Holy shit. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Where's the money then?
Well, here's the thing, right? So, do you know, I don't
No,
know.
it's maybe he got lost on Epstein's fucking random jet that crashed in the Bermuda Triangle. I don't know.
Okay, so there's a guy. I don't know if
Yeah.
Hugo Solanovic is a good source, because I swear, is that the guy who?
You mean the commentator Hugo Savinovich?
That's the one, because apparently
Hugo Solana.
that's what I've always said since I was 11. So leave me the hell alone. So basically, he has claimed, and I don't know where the hell he's got this from, that the Saudis actually owe WWE 300 million estimated for each show. Now, this is alleged. I have no idea if this is true or not.
Wait, so there have been 4 shows there, and they've not been paid for any of them? Am I understanding that right?
Well, this guy obviously can't do math, because he's then said it's 600 million combined. Well, they've done, 3 shows? So
4 shows. The most recent
I'm
one was
sure
the
they
4th.
got the early money for the first show, at least that one.
Oh, okay. So at least for the last 2 then, by the sounds of things. And then Vince is basically had Kevin Dunn allegedly kill the Saudi feed, and then...
Wait, no, but I've heard that's bullshit because it was on a tape delay.
Yeah, so this is what I mean. It just sounds like bollocks. And then, because of that, the Saudis then had WWE talent removed from the plane. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, maybe this is all a sign that maybe you shouldn't have done this in the first place. Maybe you should never have struck this deal with a morally questionable company.
Yeah.
I mean, it was one thing having WCW go to North Korea in, like, the 90s, right? But even then, that was only one time!
They have so much riding on this money, though. It's like, without the
This is a 10-year
Saudis...
deal!
Without the
fucking
Saudis,
years.
WWE is WCW in the fucking final stretch.
Holy
I mean, with AEW actually around, and, like, I don't care about ratings and all of that, but, like, in terms of numbers, it's doing better than NXT. Isn't it?
Okay, so apparently,
yeah.
There's an alternative translation of what whatever the hell his name is. said.
Savinovich.
That's it. Which makes more sense than what others have said. So obviously he's done this show or podcast, whatever it is, in Mexican, so now it has to be translated. So apparently the alternative translation has literally just come out in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, what is it?
By the name of David Bixon. I don't know who the hell that is, but whatever. He says,
fan, yeah, he's fairly reputable too.
Okay.
Carry on.
So he said apparently he didn't say that WWE was owed 300 million per show. He said that he didn't know the number and would use 300 million for the sake of telling the story. So we don't actually know how much is actually
fucking great. Really good, reputable journalism there. I just did it to make it sound better.
It should have been 3 Mars bars and a Freddo.
It sounds like it was just for the for the sake of argument. I'm going to say this number. That's what it sounds like. Like you said, I don't want.
He's just pulling things out of his butthole and expecting everyone to be like, oh, legitimate news. Like, what?
To be fair, his wife just died, so R.I.P. Hugo
Then
Savinovich.
take a fucking break. Don't do your job. Come back when you're doing better. That's what Jim Ross did, didn't he? He had a break when his wife died, didn't he?
Yes, I think he did.
Yeah, exactly. Be like JR. Good old JR. He wouldn't do this.
But I guess some good has came out of all of this nonsense because no one was there for SmackDown, so we ended up with this shock NXT invasion.
I mean,
So good. It was so good.
Before we move on, I want to read our chat. So Jason, aka Wolfie in the chat, says that his take, which I believe a Wrestle Pundit, whoever that is, agreed that Vince tried to back out or call off the deal, so obviously the flight was grounded. Again, that could be potentially a thing. Stussy in the chat says, I only get my news from kayfabe news. Okay.
I mean, where else are you going to get it from?
There's also a rumour, according to M. Gunter, that WWE are only going to do one Saudi show a year. And that Stussy also says that WWE is expected to drop below 1 million subscribers this month.
Well, I just cancelled, so there you go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, as much as that was bad, Oh my god, did it help SmackDown?
Yeah, it really did. Because
Good
they actually
lord.
had a really fucking good show.
I haven't seen it, but then
It
again,
was
I
so
haven't seen
good.
Dynamite yet, so
Do yourself a favor.
I will. I actually will, because the idea that NXT invaded, I think, is probably the best thing. This debacle may be a slight blessing in disguise, actually, when you think about it. And Jason in the chat says that yes, this was logical for Survivor Series, because Survivor Series this year, if you don't know, is a free branded war thing. It's NXT versus SmackDown versus Raw. And the one time that you don't have anybody on your show, oh, I know, we'll just have NXT on this show. And it looks like it actually boosted the ratings, Keelan. What are the numbers, Keelan Balderson?
Oh, well, I think they jumped to 2.543 million viewers, which
Good
is
God.
up from the... Ignore the crazy drop that was last week, but it's up from the week before that, so that's good news.
That is pretty good. Now, Survivor Series is obviously like generally Raw versus SmackDown. And now they're doing free brands.
Yes.
I'm curious, is it going to be literal like triple threats across the board? Is
I
it going to be
guess.
like a 15-man main event, 5 versus 5 versus 5? More importantly, Adam Cole is probably going to fucking die. He's going to go up against Brock Lesnar and The Fiend.
Yeah, the sad thing out of all of this, as good as this SmackDown show was, and it felt like a legit invasion, and they all dominated, and it just goes to show you how much better this talent is than the bland SmackDown talent that was been forced down our throats so far. In the grand scheme of things, NXT is not winning the Survivor Series.
I can see them winning one or
But-
two matches, though. Like, I can see them, because you have to have them go over, like, Shane Blade. Fuck it, I can't speak today.
Shlayla Blazler.
Yes, like,
Lady in a blazer.
so, like, she'll probably win. That, I mean,
Yeah, Shady
makes
Blazer
sense.
will probably like whoever champ Becky and Bailey. I mean, I can probably see Becky pulling out a win just cause you got the mid card title. You got what would it be? AJ versus Shinsuke versus Roderick Strong. Roddy could probably afford to go over there.
I can't see.
Well,
it
because we've
happening.
seen AJ versus Shinsuke like so many times, and it
I
was
mean,
dumb. But
That
so
match will be amazing, but
I mean, all of these matches are going to be amazing. The tag match, Undisputed Era versus Viking Raiders versus fucking.
I don't watch WWE anymore. You're gonna have to tell me.
Give me a second. Oh, this is bad. I mean, the tag division has gone to shit anyway.
Yeah,
So
it's not Bobby Roode and somebody else, is it?
Bobby Roode and Ziggler, no, I think they lost to. Give me a minute. Okay, so the Raw tag team, yeah, Ziggler and Roode lost to the Viking Raiders. So Viking Raiders are Raw tag team champions. SmackDown is the Revival. Okay.
Yes. Everybody in the chat
What?
was saying Revival, Samuel. Sorry, I was trying to.
I mean, you could have fucking.
Well,
told me.
it was funny just to see you struggle. I mean, I'm just.
Oh, fuck you. So,
so,
Revival versus Undisputed Era versus Viking Raiders. That's going to be fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to do anything with the Cruiserweight Championship, do you reckon?
Nah.
Maybe NXT UK? Is that a thing still?
Yeah, it is, but nah, that won't be part of it. I mean, like, as far as I'm concerned, I think.
Well, Rhea Ripley and
Oh,
some
she's-
other woman came onto the invasion. And
Yeah,
Tegan
dominated.
Knox. It was. What was weird, though, is that it's Ray Ripley and Tegan Knox, who I swear to God have been in a feud forever because Ray Ripley's supposedly the one that injured Tegan Knox
Look.
and made her miss like months.
It's Survivor Series. For some reason, all the people who on each individual show hate each other suddenly now like each
It's,
other.
yeah, it's
Oh,
for,
yeah,
the,
they
it's for
got
the greater good of the
loyalty, the greater good of the fucking
It's-
yellow or the
It's
blue
for
or the
Pat
red.
Page.
The greater good.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean,
I'm down for all of this. Like, this is all so cool and everything. Like, it's gonna go back to the same old shit afterwards. So just enjoy it while it's good for now.
I mean, the SmackDown episode though sounds like it was one of the greatest shows, probably of the entire year.
Well,
Like,
you know, like you had Tommaso Ciampa beating The Miz.
That was great.
You had obviously the main event with Adam Cole being backed by Triple H and Shawn Michaels beating Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan, that was insane.
And the crowd treated him like he's probably the biggest star in the company.
Because he's Adam Cole, baby. He points upward and they say his name.
And he has a nice smile.
He really does. I love that man's smile.
But here's the thing.
Got nothing to fucking say about that.
He's a good-looking bloke. What do you want me to say?
He's like a weird mishmash of Steve Austin and HBK from the 90s.
Yeah, kind of.
I guess.
I mean, he's fat as anything, but, you know, he still looked pretty good for a fat man.
Anyway, point is that this did... So here's the big question, right?
Oh, God, there's a big question. I didn't count on this.
Did NXT draw people in to watch SmackDown and help the rating?
But this makes no sense because NXT aren't drawing a rating. The ratings are so confusing these days. What's happening?
This is why I don't pay attention to the ratings, because why do I care who watches what? What is I don't care. Both NXT and is it Dynamite?
AEW, yes.
They're both good. And you have options now. It's not all just WWE. You can't think, oh, TNA shit, or oh, Ring of Honor shit, or oh, New Japan. I don't speak Japanese. Like all of these companies have come up, and disregarding Ring of Honor for a second, that's fucking died a horrible death. You've got so much more choice now. I don't understand why it's like, oh, it's them versus everyone. I don't understand the mentality.
So back in the day, you would have Nitro on Raw, and you would add them together and they'd be getting like 9s and 10s or whatever ratings. I wonder what if you added all these sort of shows together, NXT, MLW on YouTube, NWA Power, AEW Dynamite, if you got all the real metrics and piled it all together, what it actually would be.
It'd probably be less than that because let's face it, wrestling is a dying thing. The mainstream,
it won't be as big as the Attitude Era, but
it's never going to be as big as
I'm just saying, like, we focus on certain figures when in today's climate, you have to take online stuff a bit more seriously too. Look, I download loads of shows via torrent illegally. There's thousands.
Whoa! I don't know what.
There's thousands and thousands of people that do that. That counts for something. They're watching.
But we don't know because they're torrenting it.
And I mean, the issue as well is on a legal front. There's like on demand. Like I don't know that many people that watch anything really live anymore, unless it's like. I don't know.
It depends on what time it is and
football,
if I got work.
Or, I don't know, NBA or something.
At the very least, it's a measurement we can look at and say, oh, things are improving or things aren't. But it's not the most accurate measurement in the world. But it's just one of many metrics you can look at.
I mean, here's the thing that I'm very interested in almost seeing going forward. Because they featured NXT on Fox, which I believe is a bigger network, and I hope there are American people listening, because I might be talking complete, as we would say in England, bollocks. But I believe Fox is a bigger network than USA. I could be wrong. I have no idea.
I think it's a bit like the equivalent, like our stuff on ITV.
Yeah, I think if you had to draw a comparison, I'm gonna say Fox is like BBC, and then USA is probably like ITV. So yeah, if I had to like pull shit out of my ass for a second, like,
is Fox still behind a subscription?
It's on cable. Yeah. I believe it. Oh God.
Start making noise, please.
So TPA Prettiest Boss, which I believe was Bullet Club vs. Shield.
Oh, just read the comment.
Also said that she was American. And,
oh my God. Okay, so look, Fox is a free-to-air network, so it's basically like, you know, how AEW is on ITV, so they get more viewers than WWE over here because that's behind certain subscription paywalls.
Is that still on Sky Sports? I thought I read a rumor like a while ago that they were like coming off Sky.
It's
Yeah.
moving to BT Sport.
Oh,
pretty
fucking
soon, yeah.
great!
I think
I
one
have
of their
it, so-
one of their shows on Raw literally got 25,000 viewers.
What the fuck?
No one's watching it in this country anymore.
That's bad. That's really bad.
But is that
Holy shit!
Here's the thing: is that the show that is live? So it's on. At
Oh
like
yeah, it's
2
still the
a.m.
live show. It's still the live show, but compared to the past, they'd get hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been on at like what 1 a.m. and
Not
you've
all the
always
time,
you've
like-
always had. Yeah, no, literally since I can remember, and
Yeah,
that's
but-
like what 10 years.
Yeah, like in the last 10 years, but there was a time when, like, the show would air live in America on a Monday, and then it would air in the UK in prime time on the Friday. That was that was a thing that happened once upon a
At
time.
like 10 p.m. or something.
Yeah, and it'd be I think it'd be in its entirety. I don't think it was edited at all or anything like that. And that's how I used to watch wrestling as a kid. I would have to wait till Friday to watch Raw.
But basically, by default, AEW, at least over here, has more viewers than WWE has.
Yes.
Which is cool. I'm still kind of like not really, but sort of. Why did Kenny Omega dress up like Sans?
I don't know what that even
Right,
is.
that's like they do these one or two goofy niche things that the people that understand it are like shitting their pants about how amazing it is, and everyone.
I mean,
else is
I
like,
get
what
it.
the
Like,
fuck
I
is
know,
that?
I understand the reference and everything. But like, why?
I
Was
don't-
it
I mean,
was it like
because
a
it's
theme on the show, or did he
not
just
really.
randomly do it?
Like as a sort of casual thing.
Was
when
it
that
Halloween
happened,
thing? Was everyone else like dressed up as stuff?
yes.
kind of.
Like the
I
Young
thought it
Bucks-
was going to be a Dark Order promo where everything went dark and they came out and attacked or something.
They
but-
came out in an order.
Because I think the Young Bucks dressed up as like Street Fighter characters. I mean, Jason in the chat goes, "It was Halloween, Sam." So I mean,
Ah, fuck. Okay.
So I mean, basically the point is that it was Halloween and it was a weird costume that nobody understood. At least dress up like something
I
people
mean,
can
hey,
understand.
Just because you don't know what Undertale is doesn't mean it was a fucking weird niche thing.
They're on TNT. They're on TNT. Goddammit.
Oh god, there was
But
Rick and
the-
Morty, weren't there?
Yes.
But there was enough on the show that the niche stuff doesn't necessarily matter, so it didn't bother me.
Okay. But basically,
Why was Rick and Morty there?
yeah, there was a lot of Rick and Morty references because
Why?
Rick
Why?
and Morty was basically sponsoring the show. They were promoting
But
Rick and
why?
Morty. Because Rick and Morty is like
But
the biggest
but this
show
is
on
the
planet.
thing. This is the main driver of AEW Dynamite. They're dominating the 18 to what is it 35 demographic. They're drawing in the new cool young audiences where even NXT's top audience is like over 50 years old.
Yeah.
But
So
none
they-
of this is answering my question. Why is Rick and Morty having a new season or something?
Yes,
is it
this
like airing?
Season 3 of Rick and Morty is coming up very, very soon.
So that's why.
That's why.
Was it good?
It
What
was
hap-
just there. It wasn't forced, weird, goofy stuff that WWE
Oh,
would
so
do.
Rick and Morty weren't actually there.
No, they just dressed up and they made a few references and it was fine.
And like the turnbuckles had Rick and Morty plastered on them, and then they had like season 4, not season 3. I'm stupid.
Who corrected you?
Brendan.
The only bit that cracked me up was like Jim Ross clearly doesn't know what any of that is, and like earlier on the show,
we're here. Rick
you
and
had
Morty.
Ricky Morton and Gibson, the
Morty. I
Rock and
remember
Roll
Rick
Express.
Morton.
so they thought that was something to do with the Rock and Roll Express.
Ah, fucking Ricky Morton.
Oh, Rick! Oh, Rick! They got the same name as us, Rick. Oh shit!
Oh shit, we're gonna super kick him.
But that being said, that segment was great with
Oh.
Santana and Ortiz kicking the crap out of the old NWA legends.
Oh god.
Which is funny because NWA Power is kind of competition. So
Oh, yes, Rick and Morty is coming back, and it's actually owned by TNT, so that TNT and Rick and Morty are owned by Warner Media, so that makes sense.
There you go.
That's the reason why it's on Adult Swim. That's why. My bad.
So there's that. There's one more thing I want to talk about before we wrap up.
Are we wrapping up already?
I mean, it's been nearly an hour.
Has it? Jesus.
Yeah.
I
I know, right? Time flies when you're having so much fucking fun, right?
Fun.
So it's been a while. We've actually not actually talked about WWE 2K20 yet.
Please, I have not bought that pile of crap, and I don't think I will, to be honest.
Guess who has?
Oh, why, Sam? Why would you do this to yourself?
No. Here's the thing. All right, here's the tale. Here's the chronicle. Here's everything. Right. As much as it is unpopular, I really like Super Brawl.
Yes.
I'm sure we all do.
Just do it on the old game. You got all the characters. Who cares?
I'm not done, Andy. Let me tell the fucking story. Jesus Christ. We all like Brawl. I don't know if Keelan knows what it is. Do you know what Super Brawl is?
Yes.
You're in it.
I'm the pundit boy.
Yes, the pundit boy. Okay, that's good enough for me. So me and Carmine are basically the big brains behind it, and
Whoa! I came up with horse.
So did I, and so did
I
Brent.
swear half the things you come up with, Andy, are things I came up with, and then you just made them and stole them. But carry on.
No. That's not my creative process. Moving forward.
Right. So with the most recent season, the quote unquote season, I guess in 2K19 was pretty fun. We had a lot of fun making it. So we thought, hey, let's pre-order 2K20. Now, bearing in mind, this was at the time where very little information about the game had been released. In hindsight, you can probably tell why. And we thought, hey, the deluxe edition would probably be good. It's got a lot of pre-order bonuses. You get all the DLC. It costs £80.
Oh, no.
£80.
No,
What?
no.
How does a game cost £80?
Oh, my God.
That's like a
Because-
designer jacket.
Actually, it's because if you get the deluxe edition, you can get The Rock in his $500 t-shirt.
I don't give a fuck. I'll make the Rock if that's the case. All you need is an eyebrow and...
Oh my God.
Okay.
That's I know we haven't been on the air that much this year, but that was Super moment of the year.
All right, fine. So, I don't know if it's an equivalency to the dollar or anything, but 80 pounds in dollars is $103.
Oh my Lord.
That's how much me and Carmine paid for it, right?
I know.
I say me and Carmine because Carmine sent me 80 GBP, British pounds, on PayPal,
Oh, the Queen's English.
right? But
Yes.
due to the transaction fees, it took out £5. So I
Get
had to
your
cover
trade, pal.
the £5. So really, we bought the thing.
Oh no.
He spent 75 and I spent 5. That's
I would have spent one.
bravo.
I'm going to download it and going to spend £0.
Well, apparently the digital copy is even more broken. So says M. Gunter.
Oh my God.
Right, so it's $80 in America too. So
Oh my
basically,
God.
it's the same thing, right? But we got it, and then it was like the week of the release, and we're like, huh, why hasn't more stuff been revealed or announced yet? That's interesting. Maybe they're going for something different this year.
Oh
Well,
God.
the reviews came out, didn't they?
Yep.
This has been the worst received wrestling game, I want to say nearly of all time.
Since ECW Hardcore, this is just Attitude with a skin on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my God. Or Legends.
I mean,
of,
we
or
thought-
Legends of Wrestling or something.
We thought 2K15 was bad, in particular. That was like the one where everyone thought, oh god, remember how bad that was?
Which one was that?
It was the one where Vicky Guerrero has nothing for you, and like you just randomly do things. Did you watch Carmine's Let's Play?
Yeah. Who was on the cover of that game? 'Cause it might actually like.
John Cena.
You know what? I don't actually think I bought that game, so I actually
Good.
don't know.
Have you seen John Cena's new look? He's gradually morphing into Vince McMahon.
Yeah, he is. It's weird. I mean, genetics, right?
They're not related, Sam.
I mean, probably.
He's the real bastard hornswoggle thing guy.
Exactly. Anyway, 2K20. Everyone's like, oh my god, this game is not
Wait,
finished.
no, that was 2K15, the one with John Cena on.
Yes.
You said 14.
No, 15.
Okay, I misheard you. Sorry. Move on.
Oh, fucking brilliant. So, it gets released, and everyone's like, oh boy, let's see what this dumpster fire is. There's too many issues to really start anywhere.
Yeah.
So why don't we just start with how it looks? How the characters look.
They look cell shaded.
Barely. They look like melted waxworks half the time. Have you seen what Randy Savage looks like? He looks like Lord Farquaad.
He does.
And he's a light heavyweight.
Right.
The Rock looks like Maven.
Oh my god, he does.
Like, how is that possible?
He looks like Maven.
And the thing is, right, these games have, they've stemmed all the way back to SmackDown 1, right? Even SmackDown 1's version of The Rock, sure, it looks like pixelated and he's got a square head because it's on a PlayStation, but at least it looks like The Rock.
Can somebody explain to me who's more into how the video game world works? Surely they have a base engine that they build on. Even if they just left it as it was and just put a few more textures for new people, how the fuck did it end up like this?
Well, there's actually a reason for that. It's because, I don't know if you know the company Ukes.
Yes.
They've been producing the WWE games forever, basically. This year, for whatever reason, they decided to, I don't know if they left or they were let go. But either way,
I think they actually left. They thought, screw
they are gone from the picture now. Which means that it was handed over to a different developer by the name of Visual Concepts.
Okay. They're called Visual Concepts, and they can't visually concept The Rock.
Literally, right?
Oh my
I mean, I'm pretty sure they've been doing the NBA 2K games as well.
This is the thing that doesn't make any sense. Like, I bought that game last year just as almost like an experiment, just to see if it looks shit. It doesn't. It looks good. Like, I don't understand how that game is done by the same people, and it looks amazing. I don't even know the rules of basketball. Look at me. I'm 5'0". I don't even understand basketball as a thing. I kept fouling
when they play,
people.
you are the basketball.
Yeah, basically, and essentially, like I kept fouling people. I had no idea what I was doing. But even I was like, at least this looks nice. Like, how...
But the thing is, like, they're not even new to the picture. They've been on board since, like, 2011, because they've been, like, assisting Ukes. They've just been, like, a third party, like, patching things up here and there. They've not been the ones that are making the thing. Because Ukes left, they took a majority of how the game was built with them.
Yeah, so
like Visual Concepts basically had less than a year to rebuild it from the ground up to be not only kind of similar to last year, which was actually not that bad. 2K19 was pretty solid as a game. They had to make it better. Oh boy, did they not do that.
Apparently,
oh boy.
when the Ukes left, they took, I think, the texture engine or something like that, where
they took a lot.
Yeah, and they're actually developing their own wrestling game. Like, they're not doing a WWE one. So AEW rumors
That'll probably be great. Exactly, right? You're probably going to get an AEW video game. I'm actually trying to find, like, a list of bugs.
Oh, it's on Reddit. It's on the WWE games Reddit.
Yeah, right. It's on WWE. I'm going to try and find it. So,
haven't they released a patch, though?
they've released 2 patches.
Oh my lord. Okay.
This game has been out for less than 2 weeks,
Good God.
and we're already on version 1.02. What? Okay, here's my experience with it. I'm just gonna, whilst I'm trying to find the list of bugs that someone has kindly compiled, I'm gonna tell you my personal story about the game.
Oh, here
So,
we go.
I bought it, right? Well, I didn't buy it. I picked it up from post office. I came home and I put it in my PS4, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be an experience." I wasn't expecting a good one, but it was gonna be an experience, nevertheless. And so I was like, "Okay, let's just do what you normally do whenever you put in a disc and just have it install." You'll be like, "Okay, that takes an hour. Okay, that's fine." And then the 13 gigabyte patch had to download.
Whoa, my lord. What?
13 gigabytes.
That's like another game.
That's another fucking game. On top of that,
What?
guess how long that took to download, guys?
2 hours?
Nope.
No.
8 hours?
Oh, wait. Higher or
It
lower?
took-
Are you going higher or lower than 8?
I'll just tell you.
Okay.
It took 6 fucking hours.
Oh my god. Where's
6 fucking hours.
their server in Saudi Arabia? What the hell? What the fuck?
It took 6 hours. Probably a bit more than that, because the PS4 is like, it'll take 6+ hours. It probably ended up being like 7 or some ridiculous shit, because the timer wouldn't go over 6.
Oh my lord. I mean,
I'm just like, how? Why? If you're gonna, I get it. Like, some AAA titles will do this all the time. It's like, they'll release a game and then release a day 1 patch with it that takes a bit of time to download.
yeah. And
Not
like
that long!
Yeah, but
Not that big of a patch!
and like when you buy a game on first day of release, I've now learned do not expect it to work because it never does. And like I bought Crash Team Racing, the remake, right? And like that game just didn't work when I tried to go online. Like people would fly around, suddenly just jump on your head. It was utterly broken. It was unplayable. A couple of days later, they release a patch and it's fine. It wasn't a ginormous patch. It was like 2 gigs or a gig, and it took about half hour to download. That's it. And now it works perfectly, ish. And the point is that at least they released a game that in theory would work. But I guarantee you that WWE 2K released a game that they probably knew full well it wasn't going to work properly.
It used to be PC games that didn't work because they got so many settings and requirements that it takes you like 2 days just to make it work on your computer. It used to be consoles that were just set in stone. You put the disc in, it fucking works. What's going on?
I miss those days, literally, where you just put in a disc and you have the game.
Like,
But no, you have
like-
to spend 6 hours. And I'm going to ask, do you use Wi-Fi or do you have it wired? I use Wi-Fi, and admittedly, my Wi-Fi isn't the best, because it's the reason why I can't stream these shows. I have to let these fucks do it. But, like, it shouldn't take that long.
Well,
It takes me maybe, like, I don't know, 20 minutes to download
Yeah, but the point is,
1 gigabyte.
It doesn't matter how good your internet is. That's not the point. The point is,
I mean, yeah, the point is that it was a 13
Yeah.
gigabyte patch.
it shouldn't be the size of another game. Like that's the point.
But then, like, I got to play it, and I was like, okay, I only use these games so that I can create things. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna create Brunky Rectus.
Oh,
He's generally the first person I do, because literally all you have to do to make Brunky Rectus at home is just make everything as big as you can make it,
Oh my god, that's amazing.
and make him look like a baby.
That's
all you have to do. Right, exactly. All you have to do is just put all the settings to max and just give him the baby face that's preset. I think it's like second row, farthest on the right. Just do all of that shit.
Do you mean literally like a baby face?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the creative genius behind Brunky Rectus. Right?
Hello,
So I made him, and I was like, okay, that was fine. So now I'm going to try and download a couple of things from the online, like community creations. So I did.
Okay.
and then the game crashed.
Oh, Christ. Oh, by the way, I may have accidentally played the stream, so you might have accidentally heard me go, hello, wrestling fans, at the start, as you were talking. For that, I'm sorry.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to...
Yeah. So,
Okay, so your experience of this game has not been good then.
No, bearing in mind, because the game crashed, it meant that it wouldn't boot up. I had to literally uninstall it,
Oh my lord.
reinstall it,
Oh my lord.
and guess what? I had to re-download the 13 gigabyte patch.
Okay. You know that they're giving
It took me 2 fucking days to get this thing to fucking work, and even then,
You do realise they're actually giving refunds out for this. Like,
not for people like me, because they're giving refunds for people who have digital copies. You know what I have? A
physical
fucking steel book.
bloody hell.
I actually have the list of bugs here. There was literally like an ongoing list of things that people found were wrong with the game.
Oh god, no, we'll be here all night, Sam. Please, I need.
I'll read out the funniest ones, okay?
Okay.
Or the ones that gave me the most grief personally.
Alright.
The biggest one is usually, you know what custom images generally are with the WWE games?
Yeah,
You've owned
yeah.
games in the past recently, Andrew. You upload it on the website and then you download it in game, right?
Yes, it's a pain in the
It
ass.
gives you a
but
touch
yes.
of creative flair. I uploaded all the standard logos and everything because if you don't watch Brawl for whatever reason, a lot of the characters in like arenas we do, they all have our custom logos on them.
Yes.
Images can be uploaded using the online image uploader, but the images cannot be downloaded once in game.
What?
Literally, I put the things on the website. I went into the game to get them on my PS4. Nope, wouldn't let you.
But that worked last year.
A lot of things worked last year, Andrew.
I don't get it. It's the same. Just copy and paste the code for fun. Like that's been the biggest complaint for me about these games, or any of these. Any game that has 20 at the end of it. I feel like I'm a complete gobshite, and I buy FIFA every year. Even my girlfriend's like, "This is the same game. What in the hell is wrong with you?" And I'm just like, literally, it's as simple as copy, paste, job done. That's it. I'm not a
But
video game
Andrew,
developer.
you don't You don't develop video games. You don't know the exact science.
I understand. Control C, Control V, Sam. I mean, like, it's not difficult.
I want to know the science behind their weird Tony Hawk's Underground story mode things where they just, what the hell is this?
I don't even know. I haven't touched that with a barge pole. But here are some other glitches that occurred in the game.
Oh, really?
Sometimes Eric Rowan's beard just doesn't appear.
That's amazing. So, has he just got a chin, like no beard?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not even mad at that. That's bloody brilliant.
Maybe he just shaved that day.
Exactly.
That day in game.
That's phenomenal. I actually don't. I wouldn't have a problem with that. I would be like, that's.
Wasn't there a fake Eric Rowan at one point on TV? Maybe it's got something to do with that. Huh? You didn't think about that, did you?
No, I didn't. Fuck me, right? You know you can have a manager at ringside.
Yes, I bet you can't here.
No, you can.
Okay.
You can actually have 15 because they multiply.
Oh my god.
It's like a fucking virus.
Yes, they just
it's
like osmosis. They just pop out of each
like,
other.
It's like agents from fucking the Matrix.
Yeah.
It's just,
It is.
Is Paul Bearer in this game? Can you
No.
just have a million Paul Bearers going, woo, woo?
Because sometimes you'll be in your corner, right? Pretend you're Brock Lesnar, right? You're playing as Brock
I
Lesnar.
don't want to, but okay.
You're playing as Brock Lesnar, and you have Paul Heyman in your corner versus, say, the New Day, and you have Big E in your corner, right? When you go to the other corner, you'll have the other manager there also. So, accompanied by Paul Heyman and Big E, it's Brock Lesnar versus Kofi Kingston, accompanied by Paul Heyman and Big E.
Yeah, but wait a minute.
The Advocates.
Wait.
Right.
Do they just appear out of the ground, or I don't
They just
understand?
pop.
Did you? Okay. Oh my god, that's...
After buying Curtis Axel's beard item in my career mode,
What?
if you buy Curtis Axel's beard item in my
No.
career,
That's not a thing anyone would purchase.
Does it come with a razor and like beard balm?
No,
Oh
it
my
turns you pink.
Christ.
Adam Cole appears in the arena without knee pads, but then when the match starts, they magically appear.
Okay, that's not even a... I wouldn't have never even noticed that. That's... He might just put them on. I don't know. Who knows?
Hair floats off of superstars at various points.
Oh, I've seen images of deranged, even more deranged images of like people's skin and eyes just coming off, and it's horrifying. And I made Derek, for fuck's sake. Like
You did.
And these things. I mean, it's deranged. I mean, I'm telling you, Sam, we shouldn't be going through this list because we will be here all night. I mean,
Can I list some more things that are funny?
yes, go ahead.
Luke Harper's theme song is a 3-second loop that starts over and over.
I thought that's any CFO $sign song, though. I mean,
Nope.
Okay.
It's literally Branny, Branny, Branny.
You know what? I think that should be his new theme song, Sam.
The Shield group entrance floats over lava when entering the Hell Arena. Because there's a Hell Arena, by the way.
Okay.
What? Why?
Why exactly? Why? We don't know.
Just give me a realistic sim that's either kayfabe or not kayfabe. Just do one of them.
They just don't know. They just don't know what they want. Okay,
Some
what's
of the
this
bigger
next
issues being create a championship, despite being in since 2K15, isn't in the game at launch. You can't make belts yet. What they're instead going to do is patch it in later on.
What, another 16 gig patch?
Yep.
Oh my lord.
So you can make belts.
No, if you could lose
Feature
belts
that's
on the
been
way
there for 5 years.
If you could lose belts, I mean, this is the thing, right?
We have belts. Not anymore, we don't, but we did. What are we going to do now?
Apparently, M. Gunter's got another one in the chat. The Evolution theme song, which, by the way, is in 2K19, is Jeff Hardy's song in Create an Entrance.
Yep.
What?
Jeff Hardy's entrance music is listed as Evolution, and as such, the Evolution music isn't in the game. You just have 2 options for the Hardy's theme.
Wonderful.
Delightful evolution, yes.
Here's it, right. I'm playing 2K19, and I think I'm going to play 2K19 into 2K20, 21 at this point. I can't believe...
I think that's fine, but at this point, they've released 2 patches. Some of these things have been fixed. You can do custom logos now. We're gonna fucking do with what we've got, alright? If you're having a match with Bronchi Rectus and his hair goes through his face, it's fine. Just, it's a new feature.
Okay.
Basically, the WWE universe is a real thing, and in their strange universe, the laws of physics and everything don't count.
Mm-hmm. And X-Pac doesn't unlock with the accelerator.
That's just not nice.
What did X-Pac do to you?
Exactly.
Visual.
Besides from saying, how do you get DQ'd in a Hell in a Cell match, I don't see what else he could have done to deserve that.
Right.
And he has a point. How do you get DQ'd in that bloody match?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah.
Say goodbye to Ukes. Say hello to Yikes.
Oh, good God. I mean, because there's
Updates will come like as time goes on, because I'm gonna be hooked into this game for a little while, because I don't know. I just like being miserable, I suppose.
I'm not even buying this game. There's no way I'm buying this game.
Oh yeah, I made Horse. Right?
Oh no.
This is a personal thing. I made Horse.
Okay.
And to test out his entrance, you know how he comes in on the bike?
There is no bike, is there?
There's no bike.
You know what? Don't install these updates, Sam. Just leave it how it is. Alright?
I'm half tempted, honestly, because
Oh my
thing
God.
is, it's in the weird limbo where it's half broken in an unplayable way, and then it's half broken in a goat simulator way,
Right.
where it's playable and funny.
Sam, I need you to record as much shit as you can before this update. Like,
Right.
I don't just crank out 8 events and just and it doesn't matter what it is. I don't care who it is. Just anybody. It does not matter. Just it doesn't matter if I'm 8 foot tall and it doesn't make sense. Just do what you got to do. Because I'd rather have this broken universe, and then I don't know. We just create an event called "It's Fixed," and then we just move on. That's what we do. That's behind the scenes creative. But the point is,
You heard it here first.
that Aki, who made all the
Aki.
Nintendo 60, whatever the fuck, who made all the Nintendo 64 games.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
What is
alright. Right.
What is Nintendo?
Look, my voice is going, okay? My voice is
The
going.
Nintendo 64.
With the
Okay.
airbow control pad.
Right, look, listen to me, my voice is going. The point is that...
Wrap it up then. Just wrap up.
Okay, well, but my point is AEW are looking into those guys to make a game. So,
Cool.
that's what I mean.
Yeah, if you can make your own shit in that game, then we'll probably move over to that. Otherwise, bye bye the bike. He just comes in sitting on nothing.
Keep rolling, and nothing, rolling. Oh my lord. So yeah, that was fun. So we are on social media. We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter. If you put in the Supla, you will find us. We do sell
Or
merch.
you might also find that other weird Supla thing that's like a Mexican band, but
Yeah. The less they know about that, probably the better. So the other thing as well is we sell merch. Again, the less they know about that, the better. If you go to redbubble.com/people/supla, you will find shirts. Please buy our stuff. What else is there? We try to do this on a regular basis. We're trying to figure out a day.
we try, we fail.
We're trying to pick a day that works best for everybody. Please bear with us. We are working on it. This is a thing we're working on. Yeah, so there's that. What else is there? I don't think there's anything else. You can listen to this on demand on this show. There's Supla Brawl when that returns. We have a gaming channel. You can see the adventures of Derek, because you're probably like, who the fuck is Derek? But you could go back and see Derek in all of his
watch
glory.
AEW because AEW is the best and the wars are on and fuck WWE.
Okay, that's been Keelan Boulderson. Say bye, Sam.
Bye, Sam.
And I've been Andy Kwan. My voice is completely gone. I will see you next time, whenever that is. Hopefully next week. Don't know what day of the week yet. We'll figure that out. We'll let you guys know somewhat in advance. But you can watch us on demand on this channel. So until next time, whenever the hell it is, good morrow.
Farewell.
See ya.
Oh, I have to stop it, don't I? Okay.
You fucking idiot.